Welcome everyone to the first round of the Dallas FIDE tournament here in Dallas, Texas. In this first round, I'm playing a 1986 rated player, and I honestly didn't know how the game was going to go. I just thought I'd play my best and see what happens. They played B3, and I spent like a minute here trying to figure out what to do, and I decided to go for a King's Indian setup, which you can basically play against anything and get a fine position. I ended up He played c4, I played c6, and then here it comes with e5. And the point of e5 is I'm trying to break at his center, and if he can't really push, and if he plays e4, then my plan was to play c5 and really make him make a decision. Like if he plays e4, I play c5, make him do something with his pawn. And computer says it's not very good, but computer's a moron. So, all right, so he takes, knight takes, take, and I was honestly expecting the queen trade, and takes. If he take, and brings a rook, I was just gonna play like this. This is a pretty even endgame, and it was probably gonna end up being a draw. And I would be fine with a draw because I'm playing a high-rated player. It's for what it is. A draw would be good in this case. Queen c2, queen c7. It's a pretty even position here. We both bring our rooks, and I play bishop f5. And the point I play bishop f5 is to provoke him to play e4 to shut down this bishop, and that's exactly what he does. And then I just go back. See, if I had gone bishop e6 immediately, this bishop is still active. But because I went here, shutting down the bishop and then going here, it blocks off this bishop. It also baits him to play f4, which is a mistake, which is actually what he did in the game. And the one reason that it's a mistake, whenever you push a pawn, you leave squares behind it. Which I can take advantage of pretty quickly with knight g4 and queen b6. And all of a sudden, I'm coming in on this newly weakened squares, and there's not really much you can do about it. Now, I have a fork here. This move actually loses the game to knight a4. Kicks my queen off, loses the knight and the game. So, instead of that, I decided to take the pawn. The reason I take the pawn is either, no matter which one he takes with, and he decides to take with a rook, which is worse, but if he takes with a pawn, at least he keeps his pawns together. But when he takes with a rook, this is no longer a fork, but he has an isolated pawn, which I have holes that I can jump into. And I'm already much better here. But he took with the rook, and regardless of whether he took with the rook or the pawn, I was going to not put my knight on e3, but I was going to put the queen there. And the point is, the queen is just so powerful here. It hits everything. It hits the knight. The knight's under attack. And if he trades, he's basically just lost here. I'm going to win this. Because if he's going to move his rook, I'm going to take and go here. And if he goes here, I go here. And there's not really much you can do about this. I'm going to take the open file. I have the bishop here, weak pawn. He's dead. He can't win. He can't come back from this. So he decides to move the queen. I bring my rook, natural. If he trades, he's basically dead lost because I'm going here. I'm coming here. There's not really anything he can do about it. So he decides to go here. Now, he's already dead lost here after rook f3, but to be fair, he was dead lost anyway. I played queen h6 because I'm lining up for a mate threat, plus I'm threatening this. And, if you say, plays bishop f1, I'm going to go here. Trade. His only move is queen c1. And take here. I do not take the queen back, but I go here. I win the pawn, and then I'm up a pawn. Bishop pair of weakness. It's +3 for me, and I'm completely winning here. But he didn't do that. This is one of the lines that could have happened with me playing knight e3. But he played this. Just missing main one. And so it was also I was expecting maybe h4, and if h4 I just go here again, and basically the same problems occur where he has to take, go queen c1, trade, here, but here, now, I don't win a pawn, but I have this move. Only move is rook f2. And then I just play the very simple bishop h3, and I'm completely winning. Deflection tactics, if he takes, I take. And if he goes back, I have bishop e3. I'm completely winning. So, that was my first round game of the Dallas FIDE tournament. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I will catch you in round 2. Get out of here.